Hello, we are live and going to talk today about small efforts and how small efforts and how doing small things is actually going to create the biggest outcomes. So, excited to go over this with you. One of my favorite quotes, and I think that hold on, I'm trying to pull this up so I can have it. One of my favorite quotes is the success of small efforts is, let me start over. One of my favorite quotes is success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. And I think that's such a crazy, powerful, uh, just way of thinking and kind of way of looking at everything that you're doing. Because if you are able to do the little things over and over and over again, then you're going to start seeing massive results and massive outcomes. And that's the beauty of it, is like success and life and business and relationships and all of that. If you look at the individual things that it takes to be successful in them, it's not that difficult. But the difficult thing is the consistency that comes with individual small steps forward every day. So today, from a business perspective, we're going to talk about some of the small things that you can do on a daily basis that will really greatly affect your ability to succeed, be a leader in your market, and grow. So, one of the main things that I always say, and remember, guys, I am huge on the idea that if you can have a process driven approach to growing, if you can look at how can I maximize every opportunity, the way to maximize every opportunity is really just a matter of like, I'm going to look at every opportunity as if it is the path to getting more. I'm never going to just show up to an appointment and think, okay, well, if I close them, I close them. If I don't, I don't, and then just be done. Why? Because that's really a dangerous way to look at it. Because if you look at it with one person, whatever, like it's an appointment, you close it, you don't, you can move on. It's not going to ruin your business. But if you looked at all of your business like that, or every appointment like that, that attitude is going to decrease your closing rate. It's not going to allow you to really give it your all. So we have to think of like, okay, all the way from the moment someone calls in, I need to pretend like this is the most important call for my business that I've ever gotten. And then you get the appointment and you need to picture this is like, what if this was the last appointment that I got through the channel that I got it? And then once the job's going, you need to think, okay, how could I go get more leads from this person? Imagine if you were hungry like that and you were always thinking, what is the little things that I can do, where you treated each opportunity like it was the last one that you were ever going to get, unless you turned more opportunities from that opportunity. So I know that's kind of broad and heady, but it's really important to just think through the small efforts. What are the small efforts? So if you want to think about like, what are the small efforts to grow your business? Of course, that can be a million things. You can say, oh, posting on social media every day, closing more people, like by doing this sales training, or knocking more doors, or doing this or doing that. Like there's a million things we can say, like, and we don't have to get all weird about it, but I'm going to go over the things that I believe are the most important. So number one, the first thing is answering the phone and handling your inbound leads. So this one sounds simple. This one sounds easy, but guys, it may feel small because, oh, if I miss a call, it's one call. But there is so much importance in making sure that every day, every time, you have a way to make sure that people that are calling your business or contacting your business, whether it's Facebook or email or on the chat bot on your website or a phone call or whatever, you need to make sure that you handle each one of those interactions as professionally as possible. You need to have a framework that you follow. You need to do the same thing over and over again. You need to always find the best way to handle those inbound calls, inbound leads, and then stick with it and do it consistently. So an example would be, I had a client when I was running my agency, and we were generating leads for them for very little money. They probably got at least 10 good leads on Facebook a day, and then some bad ones, of course. They also would get a good amount, maybe 2 or 3 good calls from Google a day. So like from a inbound perspective, everything appeared like it was going well. And the nice thing is, like, it was a messenger ad, so we could see what quality of, like, the way people were communicating and asking questions. We could also hear on the recordings of the people that were answered from Google and all that. But what happened was they were only answering the phone maybe 20 to 30% of the time. Their voicemail was full. And then they were taking sometimes up to 3 days to reply to the leads on Facebook. And then they said, man, none of the leads are good. None of it's good. And you know what? Maybe every one of those leads was bad. But you know how I could actually know that data is true or false? If you actually were doing that small little thing, answering the phone over and over and over again. So first thing that I want to say, like, a small effort that you can take over and over again, is get your inbound communication down. A phone call, messenger, email, chatbot on your website, form on your website, like whatever it is, figure out, how can I make sure that I'm on top of this communication and that they know we are quick and we're taking this opportunity very, very seriously. So that's the number one small thing you can focus on, is making sure that no matter what's going on in your business, no one could ever say that you handled those initial calls and those initial leads and all of that poorly. So number one, most important thing in my mind is inbound calls, inbound leads, and all of that. So like, make sure that you're doing that over and over and over again. I promise you, you will be ahead of the curve if you just do that one simple thing. All right. Second thing is communication with the clients that scheduled appointments. So this one's big, and this one's really not that revolutionary, but it's kind of a similar thing of like, answer the phone, treat them well, answer quickly, respond to people fast, and all that. Well, when someone schedules an appointment with you, like, you need to realize, like, it's your job to impress them still. You need to make them feel safe. And the sales process begins really even before they call your business, but it's like you're in the thick of it when you are scheduling these first inspections. So do everything you can to not reschedule inspections, especially like this is something where they're sitting at their home waiting for you to come. Don't reschedule. If you need to reschedule, that's fine. I reschedule meetings. You probably reschedule meetings. Like, it happens. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Life happens. Over communicate that and try to communicate it as far ahead of time as possible so that they're able to continue to go about their day. But on the meeting, communicate, hey, I'm going to be there between 2 to 2:30. I will let you know when I'm on my way. And then when you're on your way, you let them know I'm on my way. A little thing that you've probably heard me say is like, great opportunity to say, hey, I'm on my way, just finishing up another inspection. While I'm in your area, since these roof inspections are free, I just wanted to see if any of your neighbors maybe would be interested in a roof inspection as well. So if you could just let them know that I'm out offering free roof inspections, like, it would mean a lot to me. Little thing. And also, like, it's building a little bit of awareness that you enjoy referrals and that you have interest in doing their business. So that's a little message that you can say, and you might not be getting someone to give you that information right away. They might not be like, okay, yeah, let me text everyone. But it's good to just plant that seed in their head. And then when you're in person, you can say, oh, by the way, did you reach out to any of your neighbors? Did any of them want me to stop by? And that's another opportunity to see, okay, are they maybe going to do it? So that's a small thing that you can do over and over again. It's just like handling that process well, scheduling appointments, sticking to the times, showing up within the time frame, telling them that you're going to let them know when you're on your way, then actually telling them when you're on your way, and then following up in person, asking if they happen to mention to one of their neighbors that you're in the area and doing free inspections. So doing that over and over and over again is powerful, and you're probably going to turn some appointments into appointments that way. Next, or third, canvassing. So this is huge. This is probably one of the highest leverage things that you can spend your time doing from a business lead gen perspective. It's not Facebook ads. It's not Google ads. It's not hiring an agency. It's not door knocking. Exactly. Maybe kind of door knocking. But canvassing. Show up early to your appointments and put door hangers on the block. Then show up early to your job sites on the build day. Put door hangers all across the block. And both of those days, after you're done with the inspection or just throughout the day on the build day, go start conversations. Find the people that maybe have already grabbed the door hanger off. Let them know, hey, just talk to Susie. We're inspecting her roof. Or, hey, we're building this roof. I just want to make sure that you know that we're here and ready to help. Blah, blah, blah. Do that every single job, every single appointment, and every single job. Small thing. Now, do small things equal big things? No. The sum of small things, many small things equal big things. So doing this over and over and over again, making sure every appointment and every job does this, you're going to watch where over time you might be getting maybe a 10, 15, 20% increase in appointments. Imagine what that actually can do for your business. 10, 15, 20% increase in business just by doing those things. And then if you think about it, that's on the appointments that you had. So now imagine if you do that again, over and over and over again. It grows. So that 15 or 20% increase in appointments, maybe 6 months from now will be a 50% increase in appointments. Maybe a year from now will be 100% increase in appointments. So that's going to do things like cut your cost per acquisition down. That's going to probably increase your closing rate because it's a lot of like, hey, we're all working together and all that. And you're going to start seeing huge results. So that's the third small thing, is canvassing around appointments and job sites. The fourth is having a referral program and communicating it every single time. So I think a referral program is one of the most powerful things that you can have within your business. Now, is every client going to give you a referral? Most likely no. Now, I would say that you might have a good chance to get referrals out of clients if you have a really good process for it, but it's probably going to work up to that. You're probably going to have to kind of like get used to communicating it and all that. So a referral program. Now, I have opinions on what the referral program should be, but my suggestion either way is to have your referral program do two things. One, make it very clear how they're going to get paid for it. And two, you should have a portion of your referral program or any of that that kind of shows them how to get your referrals. So it's not just, hey, if you know anyone, let me know. But instead it's, hey, do you want to be a part of our referral program? Yes. Okay. Here's some of these things that you can do to get us referrals. Post about us and tag us on social media. Share your experience with us in a neighborhood group. Give us a video testimonial, blah, blah, blah. Those types of things. If you can find a way to incentivize people to do the actions that will get you more referrals included in your referral program, then it's going to be very positive and you're going to start seeing big results from it. So that's my opinion on how to do referral programs. But the way that you want to make sure to do it is after the build day, every time do a post-job inspection. Now, that's not a very uncommon thing. A lot of people do it, but I would say a lot of people do it sometimes, not always, not every time, but in general, they're doing something. In the post-job inspection, though, you want to do similar to that initial appointment where you're saying, hey, I'm on my way. I'll be there between 2 and 2:30. Just so you know, after this post-job inspection, I really want to review our referral program and see if it's something that you want to get signed up for. So go ahead and just start thinking of people that might need a new roof with like a sunglasses emoji or something to make it kind of lighthearted. Now, do the post-job inspection, show, hey, it's really cool. Look at how great this is. Nerd out about your product. That's a good idea. I mean, they don't have to care, but you can show them, look at this flashing. Like, just show them that you care. And then say, hey, let's go over the referral program. Review it with them, talk through it with them, explain to them how it works, and then look at them and say, awesome. Is this something that you'd like us to sign you up for? Like, does it cost money? No, of course not. You already were a client. We just want to make sure you're signed up. And if you are, we need to let the office know because we track it pretty carefully. So we just want to make sure that you're always getting paid if you do give us a referral. So they say, yeah, I think it's something I'd be signed up for. Great. Let me make sure that the office knows that you're going to be a part of our referral program. By the way, here's some things you can do right now to get paid. So like, do you mind if I walk you through them? Yeah. Okay, great. So one of the best things you can do, honestly, is like, I can take a picture of you in front of your roof, or we can take a picture together, or you can just take a picture of your roof if you don't want to be on camera, but post about your experience with us on social media and tag us. A lot of the time, you might not even know how many people on your friends list could be in need of a new roof. So that's a big way to do it. You could also copy and paste. Don't share it because a lot of groups don't let you do that. But you can also copy and paste that same post and then paste it and put it in a group, like a neighborhood group. Are you in part of like a homeowners association group? Yeah. Okay, great. So go ahead and post it in there as well. And those are just two really great ways that you can go ahead and get referrals. So boom, you're kind of showing them how to do it and you're getting them to do it on the spot. Now, this might seem like a small thing, but if you consistently talk through with them, hey, this is how you can get us more work. This is how you can make money with our referral program. And every time you word it and you refine that same type of conversation the same way, what do we think that does? Well, what that does is it gets your referrals growing and growing and growing. And what it also does is it turns your referrals into an actual predictable source of revenue. So over time, what you want to do and understand is, hey, this is going to be a huge way where you can really make sure that you're clear on, okay, I gave my referral program like presentation to 30 people in the last 2 months. And on average, we paid out 1 to 2 referrals per person. So I know on average, every roof that I do, we're able to get 1 referral from. Now imagine if you had and knew that knowledge. That's a really, really powerful thing to know. That's something that we want to make sure that you're doing and that you're very aware of. And it turns what was just we get some of our business via word of mouth. That turns now into a very predictable source of leads. Very powerful, very important way to grow your business. So small thing, just add it in. Get very intentional about your referral program instead of just having like a random, like haphazard one. And then grow and make sure things are happening from there. So that's a small thing. That's the 4th small thing. It's having a referral program and pushing it that you can do every single time. Then the 5th small thing, man, I have lighting. It's kind of funny. The 5th small thing that I think you want to do and all of that, and this is a small one, but it's just checking back with your clients. So what do I mean by that? Now, roofing is a one and done thing. There's not that many people that will get a roof and then just stay in touch with their roofer for the next 3 or 4 years. Now, if you have clients like that, that's great, but that's not common. What you really are going to get used to is, okay, how are we going to be getting more work from the clients? And what do we do to get more work from the clients? They're not just going to all of a sudden have another roof for you to do. It's same kind of in line with the referral program, but they don't remember you. They didn't want to hire a roofer. They were very happy with the job being done, more happy that people were not on their roof and all the noise and all the inconvenience that has than even the new roof in and of itself. Like, they didn't want you there. Even if it was pleasant and you were nice, like, it wasn't enjoyable for them almost ever, no matter how good you are. But what can you do to like make sure that they stay in touch? Check in with your clients once a month. Even if it's just once a month, you can have a day where you are like, okay, I'm going to reach out to 30 of my previous clients one day a month. And it's just going to be a simple text. It's not going to be like a phone call and all of that. Just going to be a nice personal text to each one saying, hey, I hope you've been well. Just wanted to check in, make sure your roof's hanging up tight and all that, and just see if there's anything I can do for you, or if you maybe know anyone else that could need us. You're still signed up for a referral program or whatever. Now, that seems like an inconvenient thing and all that, but reaching out to past clients and just making sure they know you're thinking of them and all that, all of a sudden you go from borderline like forgotten to top of mind again. And they're like, that was a really nice thing. And you can maybe reintroduce them to your referral program at that point. And if you don't have a great referral program, you can maybe create a good referral program and start things like that. So that's the kind of thing that I want to make sure that we're focusing on is, okay, how can we get more and more people to participate in your referral program? Well, one of the great ways, and a small thing you can do over and over again, at least every month, is reach out to old clients and make that something that is the norm for you. So those are 5 different things that you can do to start over. Handling inbound leads and communication well. So answering the phone, responding quickly to leads and all that. Like, that needs to be a priority. That puts you ahead of everyone else. The second is treating that initial appointment and like you're still proving to them that you were the right choice. It's something that a lot of people don't do, but trying to show up on time to the meetings that you're on and letting them know, hey, I'll be there between 2 and 2:30. Showing up there between 2 and 2:30, saying, hey, I'll let you know when I'm on my way, then actually letting them know when you're on your way. That goes a long way. That makes people feel like, okay, they do what they say they're going to do in a micro little way, and it builds something. And then a little bonus I said is on that on the way text, you can say, because this roof inspection is free, I would really appreciate it just if you had any of your neighbors that you think might be interested in a roof inspection as well, and you could just let them know I'm on my way. Just let them know. That's powerful. Third, canvassing. I'm not saying canvassing a whole neighborhood. I'm not saying doing anything crazy. What I am saying is simply at the appointment, showing up 10 to 15 minutes early and putting door hangers on the 12 to 15 nearest homes. On the day of the build, putting door hangers all across the block. And then after the inspection, and then after the initial, during the build day, just throughout the day, knock on the doors that have taken the door hangers down and just communicate. Try to like, hey, I'm in the area talking to Susie. Hey, we're replacing this roof. I hope there's no inconvenience, blah, 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 blah. If you can do this over and over and over again, every time, like Jonathan said, that's going to give you massive advantage, and you're going to watch your appointments and your leads grow. Like I said, it might be 10 to 20% over a 30% thing. Might be the next month, that might be 50%. the next year, it might be a year. So that's something that you really want to make sure that you're doing. Fourth thing that we talked about, so that was third thing was the canvassing. Fourth thing that we talked about is the referral program. So if you can really formally make sure that people understand that the referral program is like formally offer it. Make sure that you have a post-job inspection or something like that, and there's an event where you are showing them the referral program, walking them through it, making sure you put some thought in the referral program. If you do that every single job over a period of time, then you're going to start seeing, okay, on average, I get one referral per job, or on average, I get half a referral per job, or on average, I get 3 referrals per job, whatever it ends up being. If you can do that consistently every job and then look at it over a period of 30 to 60 days of you consistently doing that, then you're able to understand, okay, this is roughly how many jobs, this is roughly how many referrals I get per job, and that can now be a predictable lead source rather than just a word of mouth and all that. And then the fifth thing is staying top of mind. So that's just reaching out to people that you've done work with. My suggestion is having one day every month where you reach out to 15, 20, 30 of your previous customers, ask them how they're doing and all of that. Just send them a personalized text. Just try to keep that conversation, that relationship alive, and see if they might have someone that they're thinking about for a referral. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much, and have a great day. As always, if you ever want us to help you kind of work on getting some of these little things set up to where you're doing a bunch of these things consistently, where we're helping with the process, where we're helping with the individual stuff that could help, just let me know. Always happy to help, always happy to reach out. Appreciate you guys. Take care.